Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Elaine and today I'll be doing a quick review of Michino Paris. So as you can see, I have two Michino Paris bags here. This one is actually the first one I got. It's the Nano Lutece. I'm gonna have to look that up. Lucette bag, Lucite. And the other one I have is the Tuileries, the surprising Boston bag. I actually found Michino Paris through Instagram, through the Tannery Remy Carriot Instagram page. So Tanner Remy Carriot is a leather tannery in France. They're very well known, and I think at some point they did, or they still do, supply Clemence to Hermes. But they're also known for working with leather artisans from around the world. And one of the ones that they work with is Michino Paris. So Michino Paris is a line, a brand started by Mr. Yasu Michino. And he's originally from Japan. He did some schooling in the States and then did some training as well in Paris, and that is where he lives now. He is a bag designer by trade. So he's worked with Givenchy, Delvaux. I also did talk about them in my mid-range, well-designed, well-made bags post. And overall, the range of their prices is on the high end. It's really pushing it on the mid-range definition here. I mean, some people wouldn't call that mid-range, and I would agree. I mean, that would be on the luxury side of things, but I think what you get for that price is really good. You get a lot of bang for your buck. So, you know, quality, craftsmanship, and design are all really good with Michino Paris. The leather comes from France, and the bags are made in Italy. So I did actually just buy another Boston bag. It is in the beige and pink interior. That's how much I love this bag. Like, I used it quite a bit already. It should be in my most used bags in the last half of 2025. And since I only got this in, I think in like September-ish, like that's pretty good. I used it quite a bit. It really is the perfect everyday bag. But now, having since bought the beige pink one, I kind of wish I had bought this one in the next size up. Unfortunately, when I did buy this one, they didn't have the next size up yet. They only had it in the PM size. But now they do have an MM size that does fit a laptop. I will go over this one real quick first because this is the first one that I got. This is the mini Lucette bag. And you know, it does in some ways look a little bit like the Fendi Peekaboo with the Hermes Kelly clasp here. There is sort of that design element, but it's, no one will mistake it for a Fendi. I don't think anyone will mistake it for Hermes. Like I said, construction is beautiful, design is great. So inside it does come with a crossbody strap. It is one of those T-bars that you loop through. Hardware, very nice. Probably stainless steel, though I haven't looked. I will put it up here when I do find out. And it is adjustable and of course removable. Inside here, there is one small flat pocket. I think could fit like a card case. It does come with feet, and it does open up the gussets to make it a lot easier to put things inside. However, I have to say, I did get this secondhand from Brandier, so I got it for a pretty good price. So I think originally on the site, this retails for maybe $1,000. It's not cheap, but you know, you really are getting a good value for what you're paying for. Yeah, still smells like leather, and I'm the second owner, and I don't know how long the other person had it. So yes, very good leather. But unfortunately, I do not use it because it hardly fits anything. So I have my wallet, and as you can see, my wallet is a compact wallet, but it's a pretty big wallet. So it takes up pretty much all the space. I could get my cell phone in there, and already those two things have pretty much taken up the whole space. Maybe a pack of tissues? Yeah, probably. Pack of tissues, sunglasses, pretty much puts it over the edge there. Let me see, maybe if I move things around, maybe. Ooh, yeah, so just barely, and then you can do up the sides. There you go. So yes, it does fit. Tissue, wallet, sunglasses and my phone. And I do appreciate the snaps that can open up, so it does make getting things in and out a lot easier if you're like in a rush. Unfortunately, I don't really need a mini bag. I'm not a mini bag person. I'll be honest, when I bought it, I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but I'm not the type to actually go and measure it out. I just kind of impulsively got it, so that's on me. I do like the style. I did have a Fendi Peekaboo at one point, and what I didn't like about that, I mean, I got the bigger medium size, and it was the old school version, but it was so heavy. Unfortunately, the Fendi Peekaboo has that huge metal bar in the middle that allows the clasp to it on either side. But man, that makes it super heavy. So I do appreciate this design. It's just, you know, leather, and then you just have some hardware on the back here. It really is sort of like a simplified version of an Hermes and a Fendi. If the Hermes and a Fendi had a baby, it would be the Michino Paris. So yes, unfortunately, this is too small. I will probably be selling it. Actually, I already am selling it on my Instagram page, my closet page. If I see another one of these in a bigger size, like this is the Nano, so either a mini or a small, I would definitely be open to it. I haven't quite sent it off to the RealReal yet, just because I feel like the RealReal really undervalues Michino's products. Like the bags that I've seen sold there are dirt cheap, which, I mean, it's great if you're a buyer. Honestly, I have it as one of my saved searches, and if a good one pops up, I'm definitely gonna hit add to cart. It's just that as a seller, you're selling it for pennies. And I feel like it's just too good of a bag to sell for pennies. Like, I'd rather hold on to it, and who knows, maybe I'll become a card case minimal bag person, and this would be my go-to bag. So, you know, we'll see. Or maybe if the RealReal finally sees what these bags are worth, you know, they'll price it a little bit better. But as for now, yeah, if you're looking for a bargain, the RealReal used to have, I mean, most of them are all sold out, used to have Michino bags for a really good price. All right, so that's this one. Okay, and then my favorite, the one that I've already been gushing about. So this is the Boston bag, and it's called the Surprising Boston bag because of the interior color, which I love. It's such a good pop of color. And I mean, I must be in my green era because like green, and green. I mean, I appreciate that the green is on the inside because honestly, I am more of a navy person. You know, like I love blue. I have a lot of blue clothing, and I actually do have quite a few blue bags as well. As you can see, like it fits everything. Oh, it opens up real wide because it zips down to the sides. Inside, there is a flat pocket that I could probably use for my wallet. Yeah. I don't think it'll fit my phone though. Let me see. No, it does not fit a phone, but it does fit my wallet if I wanted to put it there. So that works. Yeah. And then zips up. Oh, but it does kind of distort it when I do that, so I wouldn't do that. I'll just leave it on top. So it has two zippers, which perfect, you know, zips right to the middle. It does have feet and a little strap adjoiner here. This is the PM side, like I said. So there is an MM size that does fit a laptop. Unfortunately, this is not it. So this only fits a mini iPad. Will it fit an iPad? Okay, I'll be right back. Let's see, does it fit? I mean, I do have a lot of stuff in here. Sure. Ooh, okay, so, yes, sir. So yes. Ooh, it's tight. Will it fit? Yes. Ooh. Yeah, so it barely fits the laptop, and I do have to have, no, sorry, laptop, mini iPad. No, iPad. Does fit the 11-inch iPad, but if I did put the iPad in here, I could fit mom pouch, sunglasses, and wallet, and maybe my phone. Ooh, it's a little tight. Yeah, and I mean, I do have also, it's still fairly brand new, so, you know, it's not as stretched out, and I'm not willing to jam it shut, but I probably could. So does it fit? Yes, technically it does fit a regular iPad. I just wanted to show you. So this is a Chev goatskin Hermes, what's it called? Calvi. And then this is the Chev leather interior. To me, they look very similar. I would say they're about the same. Chev has a little bit of that shiny grain to it. It's very durable, which is a really nice choice for the interior of a bag. I wouldn't be afraid to put keys or anything in here. It's not like lambskin, it's not gonna scratch up. The nice thing also about using goat skin is that goat skin takes up dye a lot better for leather, you know, so as you can see, it's beautiful pop of color, you know, it's very saturated, very bright, and so that is also a very good choice for an interior that's surprising. So, you know, I definitely think Mr. Michino knows what he's doing. He has been in this bag designing game for a very long time. He does have some other styles that kind of look like, you know, there's one that sort of looks like the picotin, but it's not, but there is still, you know, like a lock on the outside. It is a handle carry bucket bag. Oh, he has like one that looks like the reversible tote out of Hermes. Of course, he knows Hermes bags, but I think in the end, he kind of sees it and does his own take on it. You know, no rip-offs or anything like knockoffs or anything like that. So, I mean, of course, it's nothing super groundbreaking. It's not like revolutionary bags. But if you're looking for a well-designed classic bag that's a good value, then I think Michino fits the bill. I would love Tanner Leatherstein to do a dissection. So, Michino versus Hermes. So, this is my Plume 32 vintage from Hermes. I think it's like 2000D. So 2000, yeah. So it's from the year 2000. This is in Togo leather. It was sold to me as gold, but it's a little dark for vintage gold Hermes. It's been actually one of my most used Hermes bags. I can fit a laptop in here, so my 13-inch MacBook Air fits perfectly on the side. I did a whole Hermes 32, 28, 28 Elan comparison video here. So check that out if you're interested. So I won't go too much into the bag itself. So the inside of the Plume, it is, I think it's also Chev. Yeah, it's also goat skin. This is out of all my Hermes bags, and I have quite a few. This is one of the most practical. You know, it fits a lot. It's not super heavy. Doesn't come with a lot of hardware. It does fit my laptop, and this handle just barely fits over my shoulder. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's a shoulder carry bag, but in the end, like I do carry it on my shoulder if I have a lot of stuff in here. I do also cradle it underneath, which helps the load. But if you look at the handle drop here, you can see, if I line up the bags, there's about, here, let me see, there's about like an inch difference at least. So this easily goes over my shoulder, no problem. I don't have to carry it on the bottom. It's just very easy to carry. And so I prefer, as a daily carry bag for a square bag, I always reach for my Michino. Width wise too, I feel like the width of the Michino bag, yeah, is slightly narrower. So when you have it over your shoulder, it's the difference between, you know, carrying it out like this versus carrying it out like this. Hermes 32 does get a little bit bulky under my shoulder because it is quite a bit thicker. This base is also very stiff, so this is not going to give. I mean, this gives a little, you can squeeze it just enough. So this makes it very comfortable, actually. This makes the Michino bag a lot more comfortable. You can kind of squeeze it under your arm. This definitely sticks out quite a bit. And then last but not least, I know it's like a minor detail, but I truly appreciate that there's 2 zippers on here. So just like when I was trying to stuff in that iPad, I might have had a little corner dent showing up here, but because I had 2 zippers, I could meet them in the middle, have something stick out, that's fine. Hermes only has 1 zipper on their Plumes, and so you can just do one way. So if you have something sticking up, I mean, you're not going to be able to close the whole thing. Oh, you know what I should also mention? I forgot to mention, sorry, I got to back up. The straps, like I said, they're long enough for the shoulder, but they're also thicker. So I don't know if you can tell, but the diameter of the straps is a lot thinner on the Plume. So when I do weigh it down with a lot of heavy things, like it digs in a lot more. Granted, I'm not putting a laptop in the Michino, so it's not really the same sort of weight that I'm carrying with this. And of course, for a laptop bag, this is quite durable. It's very well made. And of course, if it breaks, I can always take it back to Hermes. As far as I know, I don't think Michino has any sort of repair service. So that is my comparison. between the 32 and the Michino PM size. I will put their weights up here. Let's see, I think that's it for the Plume 32. And then I was just gonna do a quick comparison of the leathers. So it's Michino with my Hermes Picotin 22 in Clemence. And then this is Delvaux's version of Clemence. So they call it Taurillon Soft. So as you can see, this is a difference between Michino Clemence and Hermes Clemence. I would say it's very similar. Picotin has a little bit more of a sheen. It is quite a bit older and I've used it quite a bit more. And so that's what happens with Clemence leathers usually. As it gets older and more used, their patina is more of like a shine. I think when you first get them, they're matte type of leathers. And then this is the Delvaux with the Michino. So again, very similar. Smells about the same. Sniff test. Oops. That smells good. That's leather. Of course, Hermes. Oh, no, not so much anymore. I mean, I guess because it's older. So, and then this one is also pretty old. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, this one was secondhand. So I do have a whiff of somebody else's perfume on there. So, I mean, I really, really love it. It's such a beautiful leather. I mean, it feels super nice. It's very smushy. I'm just a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Michino Paris. I've had a couple of you guys ask some questions online on my comments. One of them was outfits with it. I'll throw up some outfit mod shots with it here. But I mean, it's a fairly simple navy bag, very unassuming. And I love that it's super unassuming on the outside, but then once you open it up, that green just pow, like it really hits you. It's so bright. I think it's just so fun. If I ever found other Michino bags secondhand for a really good price, I would totally snap it up for the quality. I mean, for the $1,000 price range, like I know, like I could sell that Hermes Plume and I could probably buy like 4 to 5 Michino bags. But like resale, like people have yet to catch on, so resale isn't great. Versus, you know, Hermes, yes, you will lose some money sometimes, but if you buy a secondhand Hermes, most of the time you'll make your money back. So unfortunately, that's just not the case for Michino yet. But I mean, if you don't really care about resale, you know, if you just want a good bag that's going to be a workhorse, it's going to last you a long time. The leather is, you know, yummy. Design is classic and it's very easy to use. Then I think Michino might be the one for you. That's it. I mean, I've just been rambling at this point. If you have any other questions, please put them down below. I love to talk about Michino, love to enable purchases. I do think they are a great bag brand. Something to definitely be on the lookout for. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.